will blow you away. If you're feeling the way I'm moving away, then you know my song will blow you away. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and wait, don't be so quick to run off. There is a little bell right next to the subscribe button. Hit that as well to make sure you get all the latest posts when I do upload my videos. How you guys doing? Am I shouting? Hold up. Hey guys, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was just trying to get you guys in the mood for today's video. How you all doing, everyone? Welcome once again. I am super tired, hence the tissue. My eyes have just been tearing up, so I hope I'm able to do this eyebrow tutorial for you guys effectively. I'm gonna have to zoom in at some point. So welcome everyone. How you all doing? I hope everybody's doing well. So this is my real face. So this is my real face. So no makeup, no eyebrows, no nothing, no lippy. Well, don't mind me, I'm just being silly. So today, guys, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do a basic, simple eyebrow. Now, I've had a few people ask me, how do you do your eyebrows, or make comments like, I like your eyebrows, or are they micro threaded or micro bladed or whatever. I don't do anything to my eyebrows apart from thread them. However, these are what God blessed me with. Well, not in the fullness thereof, but it's still thereof. If you know what I mean. I have not shaved off my eyebrows and tried to pencil in another one like I'm Picasso or anything like that. I don't know why some women do that. They just shave off their eyebrows and then they draw another one on. And I'm like, well, you're not happy with God's creation? Well, you're not happy with what God gave you? He saw that this eyebrow would be fitting to your face. And you went ahead, my sister, to delete the eyebrows, only to re-edit the eyebrow, and it's not looking the same. But anyways, what's my business? So these are my eyebrows, guys. These are the original eyebrows that God gave me, well, with little moderation to it. And you know, the people that do your eyebrows will get a bit excited. You tell them, take just tiny little bit off. For some reason, you tell them to take 10 strands off and they end up adding 10 extra and take 20. And you're like, why are you an enemy of progress? Why did you take out more than I asked you to? Like, this one is now like this and this one is like this. Like, I don't understand. Now I have to go home and correct it. But anyways, such is life. So for the guys that are in here, if you're a fella and you're joining us, please do not be offended. This is just a video based on popular demand, as they say. So I'm going to do that. So every Friday I'll try and do a beauty tip or a beauty video. It might not be beauty as in makeup, it might be special effects, it might be beauty as in a beauty hack or something. I'll think of something. I just haven't worked out my schedule yet. So without further ado, as I always say, let's get right into it. So guys, this is how I would do my eyebrows. First of all, I would go in with my wand brush and just brush that out to ensure it's evenly spread out, as in the original brow hair that is there. Then I go in with my Davis pencil and I basically use this to try and get an outline shape for my brows. I just follow what's already there. Don't worry if you make a mess. You can easily come back to correct that later. So I've gotten the shape that I want for my brows. I'm gonna go in and do the second one now as well. it doesn't matter where you feel comfortable to start. You can start at the bottom or you can start at the top. And I'm gently, lightly pressing on that. I'm not pressing so hard on it. It's not so hard. So it's because the pencil is already soft. It's like really soft crayon. So it's already coming off on my skin, onto my skin rather. So I've gotten the desired shape that I want. I'm going to go back in with a wand brush and just spread out what I've created with the pencil, and literally just going very lightly again, gentle hands, gentle pressure, and just brushing out and spreading that color all over my brows. And at the same time, I'm using this upward motion to also direct the hair where I want them to be, or how I want it to sit. Can you see now, guys? I'm gonna go right ahead and do this one as well. So I'm just brushing it through and spreading it all across all the empty gaps. I don't need to color my full eyebrows with the pencil. So again, I'm using the one brush to position the hairs where I want it to be, and I want it to look as natural as possible. Can you see now? I've evened it out. Now, if I'm going out on a normal day, just, you know, stepping out, this is what I would do, and I would just clean around it, which I'm going to show you with a concealer. But however, if I'm doing a full makeup look, I would go in a bit deeper with the brows, because I wanted to stay for the rest of the day. I wanted to stay for the rest of the day. So I have this Pro Longwear waterproof brow set from 𝒦𝑒𝑒𝑅𝒜. It's actually almost finished, and it's like brown in color. So I used that to go over my brows again, just a little bit of the brown in there. Because this is finished, you can't really see the color. I just wanted to show you what I would do if I was going in more detail. So once I've done that, that's just almost like the one brush, but with a bit of color, with a bit of stain on it. So if I want to set that now, I want the pencil to stay. Or if I was going for a darker look, sometimes I do use my friend's brow pomade. It's by 𝒦𝑒𝑒𝑅𝒜. This is her brow pomade. It's quite dark for me, this color. It's really dark for me, so I hardly use it, but I use this on my clients. It's basically the brow gel. But I have this also from 𝒦𝑒𝑅𝒜 or 𝒦𝑒𝑅𝒜. You can get it, for those in the UK, you can get it from Superdrugs, you can get it from Boots, I believe. So it comes with a brow pomade, brow powder, and a highlighter for under your brows. But I hardly use this because it's too white for me. So I sometimes use this instead of this. But I would use this if I really want to. But today, just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to use just the powder to set the pencil. So I go back in with a wand. I get a bit of this powder. And I'm just going to set the brows. And just because the pencil that I use, the brow pencil, they are more like, they're soft. So they're quite, I wouldn't say liquid, but they are like, just think of your eye pencil, your eye coil. It basically, it can move through the course of the day, through sweat and all of that, it can still move. So I'm just using that to set my brows and just putting that over the pencil that I'd used previously. Again, I'm going back in with the upward motion just to make sure the hair come out as natural as possible. I don't want my eyebrows to look like tattoos, or like I tattoo them on. So after doing that, I'm gonna go in with my 𝒦𝑒𝑅𝒜 Pro Concealer. This is the shade Fawn. I use Fawn sometimes, or I use Toffee, it depends. So I'm putting a little bit on my hand, just a tiny bit on my hand, on the back of my hand rather, this much. I'm going in with my flat brush. It's a flat brow brush that I use, and I'm grabbing just a little bit of the product here. Now I'm going to start with the bottom of my brows, and I'm just literally going right under what I'd already created and cleaning around it, basically. You need steady hands for this, but I can tell you, the more you practice, the more you become better. You don't need too much concealer, just very, very, very little. And just evenly spread that out and just clean around the edges. And this is where you actually define your shape, the shape of your brows. So don't worry about any excess all over your lid, because you can actually go in and blend that out just as I am doing. So now I'm going on the top, and I'm going to follow the same steps. This part actually really does determine how your brows come out, because if you go too further down, you'll be creating another shape. So it's better to be safe and just follow outside of it first, and then if you feel like you want it to be thinner, you can go down a bit lower into your brows, like I'm doing now. Can you see, guys? Now I don't like my eyebrows too thick, so I'm going back under just to get more definition. And I think I'm okay with this one now, guys. Just trying to be sure that I'm happy with the shape. Yep, and that's it. So with the excess concealer on my hand, the little bit on my hand, I'm going to go in here, the beginning of the brows, and just clean out some bits if I feel like it's too sharp, just to get the shape that I want. I'm going to tap into it. Just going for that more of that natural beginning of the brows, so that it's not so harsh. And I'm happy with that one. So I'm going to go right ahead and do the second one for you guys to see as well. I hope you guys are getting what I am doing, or I hope it's not too fast. So more concealer for the second part. Now you can go back in here and draw a line where that at the bottom of your brows, just so that it helps you create a V here, so you know you have even brows. Just ensure that the concealer joins here, so it helps you follow the line so that your brows are even. Doesn't look like one is up and the other one is down. So you go in here, create a V, join this line to this line with a concealer, and then you follow it and trace it to create the second brows. Can you see, guys? I need a little bit more concealer for the top. Nothing can be wasted. So I'm going back in with the top now, on the top of the second brows. You can also do the same at the top. Get this one and join it from there and follow the line. Can you see, guys? If it's hard, you can start bit by bit. So if it's so hard to do what I've just done, which is basically just went straight and down, you can do bits. Do this part first and then join this part. Yeah. So I'm just blending the concealer all the way up so that my brows don't look, the concealer doesn't look too white on my skin. It is white. Your concealer is supposed to be lighter than your skin tone. So there we go, guys. Can you see? I'm happy with this now. So I'm just gonna clean up here just to ensure it's not too fake or too harsh. I use my finger to tap it in the concealer and the beginning of my brows just to ensure that, you know, it looks more natural. I am still going to go back in with another product because whilst you're doing this, it's very, very possible for you to actually clean off some little bits like I've done here. That bit has been wiped off. So I'm just going to make that edge a bit more sharper. So I get my one brush again. I go back in. Because I still have residue from the powder on the brush wand, I can still use that to create the finishing look on my brows if I want to. If you find that the line is still a bit harsh at the beginning, you can go back in. Like I said, you don't need more powder on the brush, just use the brush to blend everything together. Can you see, guys? You can use the brush to blend it all together. Now, I have also this eyebrow marker from Kiko Milano in this color. It's brown. It's like a liquid eyebrow pen. And I just normally use that to define the hair a bit more so that it looks more natural. This almost looks like fiber, the fiber brow definer. So it just is like a marker. The brown is not so harsh. And I use it just to get the sharper lines if I want the line to be a bit more sharper and look more natural. So I use that at the end in case I've, you know, missed out anywhere else. And I don't go back in with the pencil I initially started with because the pencil is quite thick. Not so much thick in terms of the lead. It's just more the effect it gives you is different. So imagine using an ink biro and you're using a ball pen biro. So a ball pen versus an ink pen, you get different text, you get different writing, you get different finishing or different toning into your writing. So that's literally the same thing for your eyebrows. So once I've done with that and I'm happy with the shape of my brows, what I then do is, I don't have a brush here right now. I normally just clean around here before I put on my foundation. As you can see, guys, I don't have anything on. It's just my plain face today. I clean around the edges just to ensure, you know, the concealer is blending into my skin properly, because then I will go over this with my my own foundation of my skin color. So now that I'm happy with this, I'm gonna go in with my Buttercup, my Sacha setting powder, Buttercup, and I'm just gonna, I use this as a highlighter sometimes if I want to, if I don't want anything too exaggerated. I just dabbed a little bit on a brow brush, and I have another flat brow brush. This can also be used as a big eyeshadow brush, but I use it for my brows. So I'm going in under my brows just to set that concealer, which I had initially used to clean up the brows. So I'm using that to set the concealer here now. And I'll do the same on this side, second brows. Just need it under, just right under where you've cleaned up. You don't need it on the brows itself. So I use that under my brows to clean up, well, to set rather. And I'm going to use it above as well, just excess from the brush above, because you don't want too much powder where you're still going to put foundation. So here it is. I'm just setting that, and then I use the remaining. I just dust it off very, very lightly You can leave it there while you do the rest of your makeup if you want it to really bake, as they say in makeup terminology. If you want it to bake and really, really stand out, you can leave it on your brows. But I don't like the whole baking thing. I think it makes me look ashy. So I just use that to brush all of that out. And if I feel like something is missing again, I can always go back in just to make corrections. I just want to clean up here a bit more with the concealer brush, the flat brush I used to clean up earlier. So just so that nothing is too harsh or too, you know, exaggerated. Voila. And that's the brows, guys. That's the brow tutorial. What do you think? Do you like it? Yay or nay? So guys, so you can get a better view now. I've zoomed out so you can see the framing on my face. Sorry, my face is slightly sweaty because this light here is just demonic. I don't know what's going on. And it's hot outside. So you can see the basic eyebrows right now. I will touch up a little bit once I put my foundation on because it's likely that I would end up cleaning up some bits with the brush or the beauty blender. So you get the idea now. So what I'm going to do is go put my face on. Go put my face on. You know, a bit of touch here and there so that you can get an idea of what it would look like once everything has been put together. So if I'm stepping out really quickly, this is what I like to do just to stand out a little bit and just so it looks like I'm wearing makeup but not too much, because what I'm going to do is going to literally take me 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Don't move. Don't move. Leave this running. Don't move. In the meantime, just sit down, relax. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you're just joining in, welcome, welcome, welcome to this basic eyebrow tutorial. Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. Let me just quickly do another quick face. Let me put my face on. Let me put a bit of makeup on, better makeup, just very, very little, 5 minutes. And I'll be with you. In the meantime, I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this music. I'm going to play music. Don't go anywhere. I said don't go anywhere. Hold up, guys. Let me just play some music for you. Let me put some music on. Hold on there. Just give me a few minutes. I'm just going to do my eyes really quickly and my skin so you can see what the final look looks like. 1 second, guys. right, guys, all right. And I'm back. Yeah. Did you guys have a good time networking? So guys, this is my look with the brows. Can you see? It's more defined. So I quickly put on foundation. There's not really contouring. You can see my foundation mark line here. I didn't do any contouring. I have a natural contour on my face, so this helps me a lot when it comes to contouring my face. I will be doing another video for you about how to contour and put foundation on based on the shape of your face. Because I think a lot of the times the videos that we just watch people contouring their own faces and we don't know the shape of our own face and which type of contouring style would suit your particular face shape. So let me just move closer so you can see. I've put a bit of lippy on really quickly, like 3-5 minutes. So I've just got eyeliner on my eye. I've got mascara on. I've got eyelashes on, and I've gone in with a green eye pencil just under my eyes. Line my lips and just a bit of lippy, matte lippy. So that's it. That's the basic look for your brows. Can you see my brows are still pretty much defined? Some bits have moved here while I was putting on the foundation. But again, that's what my marker is for, my brow marker, which I can go in with, or the brow brush, the wand brush. I can use that to brush up the hair a little bit here if I wanted to have more definition. But if I was really quickly stepping out and I just wanted my eyes to stand out a bit, and my lip to stand out a bit, my skin to remain smooth, this is what I would do. Hope you like it. So ladies, I hope this has been really, really helpful. Fellas, I know this video was not really catered considering you. I did consider you actually, because now you know the ins and out of what we have to go through as women to remain flicky and cute. It's not an easy process. It's not easy, oh. It's not easy. Well, I did not shave off the eyebrows God gave me and started drawing my own one because I'm an artist. But I managed what God gave me and just enhanced it with the supplies God has allowed some people to be able to create to enhance what's already here. You can still see that it's my face. I don't have somebody else's face on. It's no surgery, no makeup surgery here. Just something simple and that still allows your skin to breathe, because my skin can still breathe. I did not apply too much foundation, just 2 pumps of my foundation, my regular foundation, drugstore foundation, by the way. I used a 𝒦𝑒𝓅 foundation, or was it Maybelline? I can't remember. I have too many that matches my skin tone to an extent. So this is it, guys. This is it, ladies. This is the brows that you've been asking me about. Hope it has been helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I will do my best to answer each one and every one of them. And the ones that I cannot answer, I will try and direct you to the right places. If you are asking me about the Davis pen, the brow pen, I usually purchase them from Nigeria because they're a lot cheaper. One pen is like 50 naira, which is equivalent to maybe 50 cents. And I usually buy the pack, you know, whenever I'm coming back from Nigeria. I know you can get them elsewhere in drugstores here, maybe Walmart, packs if you're in London, hair shops in and around London. The only thing is I find that some are fake and some are real. Now, how do you tell the real one and the fake one? To be honest, I don't know. The fake one, I think it gets hard. As soon as it gets exposed to air, it gets really hard. The tip of it, oops, I'm spitting everywhere, sorry. It gets really hard. Whereby the original one, the lead is still soft and thick. When I say thick, I mean consistency, not the actual size of the lead of the pen. So this is what I do. This works for me. Again, it depends on who I'm working on. Your face will determine how your brow is shaped, or the results you would get from the brows once I'm done with it. Then again, some clients do go for things that they want, they feel looks nice on them, not what I think looks nice on them. So either way, we just work together and try and make something magical. So these are the brows again. I hope you like them. Let me know. Now, you see, I get really oily around here, and on my brows, actually. I have really, really oily T-zones. My skin is combination. So I tend to use a Pond's, you know, the Pond mattifying lotion and a few other things as well. So this, I didn't really have any primer on my face. I didn't put any because I'm just really quickly stepping out. But like I said, I'm not stepping out right now, obviously, because we're live. I mean, if I was stepping out, this is what I'll put on my face. Now that the weather is really, really getting hotter, I don't wear foundation as much. If I'm going to use my foundation, I will mix it with my skin moisturizer that has SPF 15 minimum in it. And I use the Oil of Olay daily skin moisturizer. You can get them again anywhere. If you're in America, I'm sure you can. If you're in London, you can get them from Boots, you can get them from Superdrugs, you can get them from beauty stores. I use that a minimum of SPF 15 in my moisturizer on my face. As dark skinned people or people with melanin color, you can't say you can't use SPF on your skin. You need to protect yourself, not just from the sun rays, but from the pollutions that we face, from car emissions, from bikes, from buses every day. You know, the greenhouse effect literally is happening. So you need to protect your skin. So I use a minimum of 15 SPF moisturizer on my skin as well as on my face. I don't go without using it. Even for my daughter that's dark skin, I use SPF on her all the time, especially when the weather has changed and it's become hotter. So I mix my foundation with my moisturizer to make it a tinted moisturizer. That's the secret they didn't tell you in the stores. That is how you make a tinted moisturizer. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive tinted moisturizer just because you want to cover some blemishes or whatever and you don't want something too heavy. You can mix your foundation with your moisturizer. You heard it from here too. So that's what I do, guys. And I just like to keep my skin even. Like I said, I haven't done too much to my face right now. There isn't much definition, but it was just, this is mainly for the brows so that you guys can see the brows. Hope you guys see. There's no shadow on my eye, nothing, just a liner. And that is it really, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this and creating this with me. The next Friday beauty tip will be, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm going to try and post this for you guys every Friday. I'll think of a name for it so that you guys will have something to come to on my channel with regards to beauty and how to create a certain look. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you all. Stay beautiful, stay handsome, be good, and remain a 𝒦𝑒𝓜 addict.